the concept of the rapture in terms of biblical belief is very new. The origin of the rapture can be found in the 19th century. The creator of the rapture theory is attributed to two individuals. The first was a 15-year-old girl, Margaret MacDonald, who claimed to have had a vision in 1830 of a pre-tribulation rapture of the righteous. The second individual is an Irish priest, John Darby, who pioneered the idea of the rapture. Before John Darby, there was no Christian belief of the rapture. Some modern critics of the fact that the concept of the rapture came into existence in the 19th century point to apocryphal texts that might, with a degree of generosity, mention elements of the rapture. But it stands as a universal truth that the rapture theory was not an interpretation of the Bible until the 1830s. The relatively modern idea of the rapture is one of the many reasons why non-Protestant and even Protestant sects do not believe in the rapture. The critics of the rapture have several points of criticism. The first major criticism of the rapture theory is that for nearly 2,000 years of Christian history, there has never been a concept of a rapture until the 19th century. They further point out that in the thousands of years of Jewish end-time prophecy, there is no concept of a rapture in the way modern believers of the rapture believe today. The second point of criticism they point out is that in 1 Thessalonians, where they point out the custom of when a royal dignitary entered a city. It was custom of the time to use an instrument such as the voice of an archangel, announcing their presence to leave the city and meet that royal dignitary outside of the city walls. They point to the language of 1 Thessalonians referring to the resurrection of souls, greeting Jesus in the clouds. This would fall in line with the custom of the time. The third major criticism is the rapture's interpretation of Matthew. The critics of the rapture point out that if you read Matthew 24, where it says, one person will be taken away and one will remain, point out that it will be the evil people that will be taken away. Read in its full context, they point out that the Son of Man will appear as the days of Noah. Matthew continues that with it shall be the days before the flood, people eating, drinking, and so on. They point out the fact that Noah and his family survived, and it was the evil people who perished. They point out that the people taken from the field will be the evil ones, such as the evil ones died during the flood. The last major criticism of the rapture theory is the concept that nowhere in Revelations does it say there is a rapture, and those who say there is must stitch together various passages to try and make a vague connection to the creation of a rapture. For these reasons, the Catholic, Greek Orthodox, Ethiopian, and many more Christian sects do not believe in a rapture theory.